पानी खाओ तो पानी
See here, I don't want any server. So whatever I have written, you can see here, I am from server end. Right? Simple, I created a program. I went here, new project, Java web application, and next, finish. And now I got a test. Just right click, run. I am running my program. Fine. I just take my project name is test. So I want to check this server. I want to check this server. Right click and see here. Port number 8080. This is what we are having, port number 8080. Host name is localhost. And this program I have typed. I am from server. HTML. So this program I have typed. Let's suppose I am giving you the same server. How to? First of all, I have to go open command line cmd ipconfig. Can you see my IP address? 192.168.97.2. Check what is your IP.
What's the IP?
Config. IP config.
Check our server.
CMD.
Check our server. By through that. You can check our server.
So and if you want to check whether my server is working or not, then how to check? Ping 192.168.97.2. This is not working. Oh, my address is wrong. So it is saying replying. It's replying. It's replying means my server is fine. If you want to connect me, same command you have to write. It means my server is connected.
So ping after that this number 192.168.
192.168.0.
This number I get it from ipconfig. ipconfig.
One address.
Yeah, this
IP,
one address.
IP before address.
Yes. So whatever IP address you are getting, please ping that. If you want continuous ping, then -T, not to terminate. Then it will ping continuously. This is a part of networking actually. How long it will take? कितना time लगेगा? let's suppose I want to check google.com IP address. Which IP address they are connected. So just type ping google.com. It will give you the IP address. PING ping google.com on command line. Ping google.com space -p. Yeah. If it is continuously control C. Ping google.com. So can you see this?
Right.
It is giving some IP address.
Yes, sir.
Like this, you can check any IP address.
172.1.217.206.206.
So it will open.
So reply from some IP address is there. After that, bytes. How many bytes are there? 32 bytes. Means it is transmitting 4 bytes at one time. 32 bytes. It's by transmitting.
So what is TTL, sir?
Time to read.
Bytes means 32 packets is transmitting at one time. It's transmitting 32 packets. And after that, we are having time. Time means how much time is taking from your machine to that target machine. From your machine to google.com. How much time is taking?
For connecting.
Response time for connecting.
Is that right?
So that is time. It means it is in a millisecond. Always try to get minimum milliseconds. If it is a good connectivity, then it should be less than 1 millisecond. If your network connection is good, then it will display less than 1 millisecond. If it is not good, then it will may change 100, 200, 300 millisecond, 2 millisecond. It may change. You notice that? Time is changing to 23, is frequently changing. And after that, TTL, time to live. Time to live means if I am sending any request, how long my request will wait in the network. So my request will wait for 56 milliseconds. If within 56 milliseconds is not replying, it will say timeout, request timeout. If your network is poor, then it will say request timeout. One or two times it is possible that request timeout may come, but it should not more than 1, 2, 3, 4. It means your network quality is going down. Your network quality is very poor. So like this you can check your network quality. And that says request timeout. So it's not connected. It is not connected because he is not getting internet connection. He is not getting internet connection. So if you want to check, right now he is replying. Can you see this? Now connecting. Close it. And go to tools, plugins, available plugins, search here Java EE base. By default we got second edition. Java EE base. There are so many types of Java. Java EE
What is the TTL? One second. TTL.
TTL means time to live. How many milliseconds a request can wait in the network? After that, our request will be killed, will die automatically.
Time to live. Time to live.
Yes, time to live.
Time to live. Distinct time less than 1 millisecond. Time.
Means less than 1 millisecond, it is responding. It is very fast.
32 bytes.
We have sent 32 bytes at one time.
32 data.
32 data.
So sending 32 data in one time.
One time. So if you want to connect your machine to some other machine, so you need a just IP address. Just IP address and you can connect to that machine. Or if you don't know the IP address, then you should know the name of the machine. Both ways it is possible. Let's suppose Google saying, I am not going to give my name, google.com, I will give you my ID. So it's very difficult to right now I'm in a class, so next 1 o'clock this class will be end. So it will take time. Abhishek sir is there in office? Please ask him. I already told him for charger. If he can available today is available. Yeah, please ask him. You may ask Sanjay about asking for the charger. Please ask him right now. Okay, then I will ask. Okay, I'm going to call him. I'm going to call him.
ভাই ওরা অফ টপিক কে নিয়ে গেছে কিন্তু অফ টপিক কে নিয়ে গেছে তুমি তো যা অ্যান্ড্রয়েড
नहीं सर वो चार्जर का पूछ रहा था मैं। हाँ देख लीजिए मैं 1 बजे के आसपास आऊँगा 1 बजे के आसपास तो अभी मैं क्लास में क्लास करके 1 बजे पहुँचूँगा।
শুধু এসে এখন হচ্ছে টিটিএল মিটিএল না পড়ানো কন্টিনিউ করতে হবে
I really spend the resume for just critical goal.
Which whatever is typical, do not write that.
Critical.
Not trivial. It's very easy. Okay, I'll explain. Don't worry. So like this, we can check which port number. So if you this is the place where start hacking. This is the place where start hacking.
The IP address.
Yes. So what we can do? We can take n number of IP addresses in a for loop, and we can check n number of IP addresses at particular port. If that particular port is open, I can get into the server and I can do anything. So first of all, you should know that server IP address and as well as its support number. So hacking begins from this place.
Sir, this is my IP. This is the IP address of Google.
Yeah, this is a Google IP address. Port number, it's a very secure. So they are not open any port. They are not open any port.
How can I know?
Yes, still you can know. There are so many things. Just wait.
So, there was way, sir.
There is another way.
So what are the other topic of exception in that?
But see, hacking is a good thing. Don't take it negatively. Hacking is a good thing. What happened? Okay, that's it. So, let's suppose I know how to open the lock. So, it is my talent. I know how to open the lock. And you are coming to me and you are saying, sir, I need your help. My key is locked somewhere. I want to open the lock. I'll come to you and I'll open that lock. So this is a good thing. And at that time in the night, I'm coming to your home and I'll open the same lock. Then I'm doing the same job, but intention is different. So don't take hacking and negatively, always take positive to help people.
This good.
Okay, let's see. Take a review of this course. Try and catch. Can you think? See here. Earlier this URL was in this place, but I kept here these two variables inside this. Why? Because I want to access these two variables outside of this block. That's why I kept it here. So this is now universal. If I want to use inside the class, then I'll keep it here. So variables I can keep it in this place or inside the block. So accordingly, it will give us access. If I am creating the same URL, then I cannot access in this. Not possible. It is blocked. It is inside that particular block. And second thing, try. Try means we are saying that do my job. So whatever the job we have assigned to the computer, it will do. In case any error is coming in that job, scroll down. In case any error is coming, then automatically it will start executing catch. It will start executing catch in case of any exception. So right now you can see here one type of exception is I handled malformed URL exception, means wrong URL. Malformed URL exception. If in case URL is wrong, then this message will come. Like this, so many URLs, so many exceptions may be divided by zero exception, file not found exception, input output exception, read only exception. So many exceptions are available. If you want to write your own exception, you can write your own exception also. How to? Just we have to extend that exception. That's it. We have to extend that exception. So errors will take place in this. But maybe operation is done or not. May be possible. Operation is done or not. In both of the cases, this is a finally. Finally, it will perform some other operation.
If you done, it is not done. If you not done, it will also show that not done.
Not done. So in both cases, finally means 100% this code will execute. Let's suppose you are trying to write one file on remote location. Then what could be the step? First step, you need a URL. Correct? You will connect to the URL. Then you will check file is exist or not. If file is exist, then you will check whether it can be open or not. Maybe corrupt, maybe happen. It may be corrupt file. If it is open, okay, fine. Whether it is readable permission is writable permission is there or not. If it is there, then only you can write data. In case of in this process, any problem is coming, it will show the error. Correct? So error code we have to write here. In the case of error, what we will do? So this code we have to write here.
Finally, we write.
In finally what type of code? Same scenario. I have written the code or I have not written the code. Whatever. Let's suppose I have written the code. Then what could be the next step? First I have to close the file. Then after closing I have to close the connection. In case it is failure, then failure to open or write, then I have to close the file, then I have to close the connection. In both of the cases, both operations are required. So any type of operation which is mandatory to perform, in both of the cases we can write the code here.
Those code for closing or
For-
final step.
Final step. So that's why it is finally. Final step we have to write here.
For which code we assign the disconnect.
Any code you can write. It's according to your requirement.
This kind for internet or other I do it in the code application.
Right. Now another thing. Now we will go inside this code. In this code, what I am doing, I created a connection with a particular URL and from that URL I am trying to get the host name from which URL I am going to connect. Here I can give a IP address also. I can give IP address also, like 127.0.0.1, or I can give a Google IP address, Yahoo IP address, any other IP address. Then also it will work. See, then also it will work.
Sir, this is for this server IP address. On
This server is the same. My computer working as a server now. Even if you want your server, your computer also work as a server.
Where I get 127.0.0.1.
Because I have given this IP address. This is a default IP address for each and every machine. Even
That's good.
this is a default IP address for your machine, my machine, mobile phone,
All machine in the world.
all machine in the world. This is the same IP address, each and every machine. So that's why this IP address is called as loopback adapter. Loopback adapter. Loopback adapter IP address is 127.0.0.1. So this IP address is only responsible because of ping command. If in case your computer is not working, then also you will not get IP address ping response. So you can, if you want to check your LAN connection, LAN card, you can try this. This is for local machine testing. Local machine testing. From that URL I want to get host name, which port I am connecting, and if I want to open connection, what I can get it from URL. So I'll open the connection. I'm going to open the connection. Once it is connected, then what is the date? But here you will be confused little bit. I am getting a date, but it is coming in a long. Why it is long? Because this date is coming into the millisecond. This date is coming from millisecond. Millisecond is what? (1970). 1st January 1970, 0 hour, 0 minute, 0 second. So these milliseconds are coming from this place, this time. 1st January 1970, 0 hour, 0 minute, 0 second, or 0 millisecond. Millisecond 3 times. So this is coming from this. So always in a computer, time starts from 1970.
Before 1970.
Accordingly you can minus, but time is start from this. You can minus -1, -2, -3, -4. So from this time we are converting. So you can see here right now this much of millisecond. Copy. Right now this is the time. These are the milliseconds. and let's say right now again, what is time now? Copy. So time is changing. Now the problem is, now the thing is, I want to convert this long date to date, current date. How to? New date. I'll pass date. I'll import util date 1. Today S out. Today date 1. Run. So what is today date? And you can see here which date I am talking about. BDT. I am talking about this date. And country wise it will change. So right now time is 11 hours 32 minutes 38 seconds. And this is being converted from milliseconds to seconds.
Which number, sir? Which number? Date.
Milliseconds. This millisecond. But if you want to convert to manually, this is the inbuilt method, date. If you want manually, you can do like this. Millisecond less of millisecond divide by 1000, then you will get a second, and again multiply by 60, then you will get a second, multiply by 60, you will get a minute, hour, day, year. You are from math background and mathematics. So you can try if you want to convert. New date, and see here, whatever date time I got from the Google, I want to convert into my date. Then it is saying integer number too large, so this cannot be handled. So what I have to do, I have to convert into the long. I have to convert into the long. So there are two ways. Either I'll convert like this, long, or I'll do like this, new, long. So can you see, it is converted into the long. Date 2. Date today date from Google. So from Google, time is different. So this is the difference between local machine time and Google time.
Both time are getting from Google.
No, one time I am getting from local server, another time getting from Google.
Oh, long from local server.
Long millisecond, just a millisecond.
From local server, we mentioned date not.
Just I copied last time, no, that's why. Now see what happens. So accordingly we can convert milliseconds to date. So this time we can convert. So now, last time you were just copying the code. This time you have to know what I want. Whatever you want, you can get it. So please get it done with this. So what is this error? Do one thing.
आप भी कर सकते हैं।
Time to live. How many milliseconds it can survive?
Millisecond. 1 millisecond.
5 milliseconds. So many students are not coming. Did you call them?
So I will try, sir.
So what they said?
So someone not respond.
Means they are not pick the phone.
So I'm not, sir, trying to reach phone, but I'm trying to in Facebook, sir.
Okay. Then try to call them.
Okay, sir.
Mobile phone.
I will. Sir. Your output is speaking, but
Your time is hard. So have you started working on project? Documentation, something?
Before the গ্রুপের ইয়েতে কাজ করো হচ্ছে শুরুতেই হয়ে গেছে
কে কি হয়েছে
তো আমি জানি ওইটা নিয়ে তারপর হচ্ছে আর কি আছে গ্রুপে ঠিক আছে
আপনারা আমি দেখতে চাই তো
আচ্ছা
এই যে গ্রুপগুলো বসে হচ্ছে ভাই
হ্যাঁ
এই আপনি কিছু বসাই আছে
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ
ওগুলো আমার বলতে
আচ্ছা
হ্যাঁ আমার সাইড বলে আছে এই যে তাহলে ওই দুজন
আমি তো নাচতে যাই না আসলে
আমাদের চিপ তো রাজি
হ্যাঁ
রাজি বলতে আমাদের চিপ সেটা বলতে
So any problems? Would you like to ask? Any problems? So everyone done with this code? Great.
I will send home and next day I can get the loss. From her get 2 times. Get 3 times. From Google and from one I'll get 2 times.
You can write any other millisecond. Just for
I want to know from how you get 2 times from Google.
just change the URL. That's it. If I change the URL, I'll get from Google. I'll get from local website.
Okay. One plus 1 millisecond.
Yeah. So using this long class, we can convert milliseconds to long, because this much of big integer not possible. Integer cannot handle this much of big. So we need long.
Cannot get more space for that to so many integers.
Integer, yeah, that's why. That's why it's long. Is it done? So let's see. So I told you two ways we can handle exception. First, using try catch, or we can throw the exception. We can throw like this. If you don't want to write try or catch, don't write. You just have to throw. Throws, you can write whatever exception you want to throw. Like this also you can handle. But keep in mind, if we are going through a handle with this, it's parent class try catch have to handle parent class, because by default parent class is object. Object will handle. But if you have defined some other classes and you are trying to access from other class, then you have to catch, try catch in that some other class, not in the same class. No need to handle in the same class. So if you want to see what is going on in this URL class, hold the control button and open this URL, and you can see this. Hold the control button, click on a URL. Go on upside, see. There are so many throws, null, comma, exception, and so many throws are there. That's why it is mandatory to try catch. Because this URL class throwing that exception, and you have to catch that. If you don't want to catch, you can pass. So if you are still passing, then you can pass.
Use throw.
Use throw.
Or use throw on catch. It's
Catch.
better, sir. Try catch is better.
Try catch is better. Both are better, but try catch you are resolving the problem at the same time, or throws you are just passing the problem to some other class. In that class we have to catch. So it is just like a corporate. I'm just whatever column I have, I'll give it to you. You will handle. And if you are very intelligent, you will pass to some other. Just like a volleyball. Fine? Let's do that.
But sir, in line number 29,
Twenty.
minus the matter of minus 180. I don't understand.
Okay.
You're feeling it.
Okay. Minus 1, this line is a little bit difficult. So do one thing. Place your mouse in this after R, R-E-A-D ring. Then it will give a this explanation. Click here and control and space bar. No, control and space bar. Close this. Yeah. Control and space bar. So please read that. It is saying it will start from 0 to 255, not more than that according to the ASA chart. If it is end of the list, then it will return -1. That's why I put it -1.
If it over 255,
Yes.
if it over 255,
It is more than 255, then it will -1.
and any more than minus 2, minus 3,
No. End of the list.
or minus 1 is last.
-1 is last. So my while loop will start from numbers,
0,
whatever number,
whatever.
maybe any number. And first of all, it will check. It should not be equals. It's not. So it should not be equals -1. Means it should not be come on a last. If it is coming on a last, then it will come out the loop.
equal to -1?
-1 is last. I'm just checking whether it is not at last. There are so many pages are in your file. So continuously is coming on reading. At the last, it should stop. So that's why I have put a Y
For stopping, plus.
for stopping.
So below this is stopping, then we will continue our.
After this, we'll continue on this. Got it? Close this class and open this one, throws test. See here. Same thing I'm doing here, but I'm throwing the exception. I created my own. I'm throwing the exception. How I'm throwing? I created a class, public static void main, same, and I have another class. What is throws test? This is throws test I'm talking about. I have this class. Created object. After that, this class, I'll start counting. I'll start from counting, and it is giving me some junk number. And which method? This method I'm talking about. So this method junk, get junk. So this, if I'm calling this method, then your thread will sleep for 1 second. So your counting will stop for 1 second, then again start, stop, again start. So like this it will come. In case any problem is coming, thread is crashed, thread is stopped. In that case, it will throw interrupted exception. In case some problem.
So we will handle it.
So through this method, I am throwing to this method, and here I have to catch. Either I can catch here or I can catch in this place. At least one place I have to catch the exception. One place I have to catch.
So what, sir?
Either if I am catching in this place, then it is fine. No need to write this try catch in this place. If any error is coming in this method, definitely we have to catch. Where we are catching? In this method, main method, we are catching this. Same exception we are catching. And what is the whatever is the error message, we can write.
Without main method, we cannot get.
No. Without method also we can catch. Okay, you want to see, okay. The same code I am just going to change. What I'll do, I'll write try. I'll write try and catch. S out error. So, can you see this? Can you see this? If I use try catch in this place, then no need to write try catch in this place.
Okay, comment.
We can comment this. We can comment this. and we can fill it. Now code is fine.
Give us 7.
Yes, my code is fine. So something I was doing here, no need to do again here. But at least one place we have to catch
Or sir, error.
for error. We have to catch
Or notification of error.
notification of error.
See.
Just paste.
Did you see?
This what kind of person? What kind of code here?
Exception handling.
This is na?
So, sir, how many topics to be covered from Java?
Almost for Java is ended. Almost.
Event handling or event?
Event handling will study in Android only. Event means some GUI we are listening. So we are having a GUI in Android. So we'll do that there.
How many?
Graphic
classes
UI
are there?
interface.
GUI.
Regular console-based application. All those programs are console-based.
They are console based. So here we are just telling you the concept. It's a just concept, nothing else.
Sir, graphic UI user interface design or
It's a design.
design.
So
So
from
listening from design.
so can we expect from next class we are start we'll
Yeah,
start FM?
we'll do.
Android do.
We'll do. In Android we'll do. See this program. In this program I am just throwing the exception. That's why I need to catch here.
Or throwing it to catch. Or throwing it to catch.
We have to catch.
So there can be multiple catch blocks.
Multiple catch blocks. There could be multiple catch block also.
মোবাইলের সাথে কিছু
Three catch.
করে সেই ডাটাগুলো নিয়ে সেই ডাটাগুলো
One catch, two catch, three catch. So many catches we can add.
না WhatsApp করবো না just হলো
So many
মোবাইল
catches.
দিয়ে হচ্ছে ডাটা লাগানো
Means in the same code, many type of errors may come.
আর অনেকগুলো সব
So how would you define which type of error is coming? See, if you are trying to download one file, then first thing is that URL should be correct. If URL is correct, then file should be exist. If file should be exist, then it should be have one permission. So there are three things where you are facing problem. So computer should tell you where the problem. So that's why we are catching all the exceptions.
But coding that because if first is the problem, then I message that.
Message
Second
that.
that means I messaging
Yeah.
if there is any problem.
Right. So different type of exceptions you can get it.
This program we use in online.
কিছু করলে করা যায়
Online, browser, offline, something you are telling. Let's suppose you are saving in database, maybe SQLite. In all the cases, this is useful.
book library system. easy হয়ে গেছে
content based হয়ে যাবে।
In latest we use play game in Android phone. That is cricket game.
Yeah,
Hide
there also we
and we use Java code in this game.
Java code.
easier to smell
So that's why we for the gamer.
Another form, the same exception handling we can do like this also. Just another way. I'm just telling you another way. Another way is what?
Command pass করার জন্য না control
That means by cache we notify error.
Yeah. Like this. Like this we can add. Like this we can add multiple exceptions. See here. Either we can write like this in multiple lines, or I can write like this. Number format exception, pipe symbol, another pipe symbol, another pipe symbol. So many exceptions we can write.
In one line.
Not online,
In one
so
line.
many places.
In one line.
In one line.
That means there are three cases in one line.
Yes. There are three cases.
It's easier. There's no need to write more.
Yes. There are so many ways. So your choice, what you want.
কপি করব
Only the you should keep in mind concept. There are so many ways to minimize the code. So next class, sir has come or not? What about sir? Sir has come or not? Not
coming already there
already there. Then we have to close. And see this one. I'll just take only 5 minutes. Custom exception. Custom exception. Yes. Custom exception. If you want to write your own construction, you can write. How to just we have to extend. Extend, you know, extend, how to extend. Only one keyword extend. You can write your own exception. If you divide by 0, check this code. Here I have to write arithmetic exception. Only try catch is there. Only just we are changing the class. Try this file not found exception. Click on the file not found exception. In this case, I am trying to read the file. File is not exist. In that case, file not found exception. So this is the thing.
So this program, what you do? You're checking if file is exist or not.
Exist or not? If not exist, then it will show throw the error. File not found exception.
Exist then.
Then no problem. Okay, that's it for today.
You're right. So then we say our person is holding
বাড়ির কথা মানে সেটা স্যারের মনটা খারাপ করে দিলেন স্যার আমি যেতে পারতেছেন না বাড়ির কথা শোনা সেটা আরো মনটা খারাপ করে দিল বেচারা আসলে সব কিছু বুঝে গেছে
আমার খেলা ছিল না যাবো না বুঝছেন আবার আইডি কার্ডের কথা বলতে পারে পার্সোনাল কথা বলতে আইডি লাগবে না আচ্ছা ওই বিষয়ে যাবো না আরেকটা বিষয় যেটা বললেন না
দেখি একটু 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 নাই
হ্যাঁ
এবারও বুঝে গেছে একটু একটু উঠেন
আমার
একটু ছোট হবে
আচ্ছা